Thank you guys for tuning into today's program. My name is Hira Maina, aka Kamuhunja, and this is Kamuhunja Show. And thank you for always supporting this channel, because this is where we come and inform and educate so that we can be able to enlighten our society. And today I'm with the one and the only Apostle Ndura Waruinge, and we will be talking about the state of the nation. And I'm sure the last episode that you have watched, we did say that we have put a comma, and today we are resuming, and I hope that you will enjoy this program. God bless you. How are you?
I'm fine, my brother.
I'm fine, thank you.
Have you been?
I'm fine.
Yeah. I saw you yesterday. You were at Jomo Kenyatta International. You wanted to enter into the airport.
No. You know, I did not go.
Are you not agency?
I'm not agency, by the way.
You are a millennial.
Yeah, millennial.
But what's the difference between what's millennial?
Millennial. According to what I'm hearing, they are saying that millennial are people born from 1996, 97 to 81.
To 81.
Yes.
And from 81 to 70s?
I don't know when they are not concentrating on those ones.
They are not counted. They are not part of this country.
they are confused.
They are confused. You know, there is one thing I want to ask. I normally been asking myself. Who came with the idea Generation Z, Generation Millennia, Generation Alpha? What is the meaning of millennia? What is the meaning of Alpha? What's the meaning of Generation Z? What could be the reason? Why did they classify themselves into Generation Z, Millennia? Who is behind the coining of the name? Who is behind the coining of the generation? What is the factor? Because when me am a Kikuyu, and the Kikuyus were given a generation name when they were circumcised.
Yes.
Like now, during our circumcision, there were some tribal clashes, and our nickname, according to our generation, was coined based on that time, the season. Every generation has a name coined to the season. Like now, there is a generation that came because of, do you remember, I know you've heard this, when people ate cassava.
Yes.
Because there was hunger.
Yes.
There is a generation called cassava generation that came those days. It is in 40s, 30s there. So every generation has a meaning. And this meaning comes from what the current situation, the positioning, and the spiritual alignments. What is this Z?
Gen Z.
Gen Z. What is this millennia? What is this Alpha? Why Alpha? And why Z?
And who decided like that?
Was it politically motivated or spiritually motivated? So once you understand that, you understand why these boys and these girls are on the streets. You'll be able to understand what is happening in the country. And you'll be able to know exactly who is behind what and why. Everything that you see happening is spiritually motivated. Life is spiritual. The kind of, remember, we started by rejecting the bill. And we rejected the bill. And even the president himself rejected the bill.
Yes.
The initiator of the bill rejected the bill. So you now ask yourself, why would the initiator of the bill reject the bill?
Why?
Did he even understood the bill? Did he know the bill? Was it his? Was it somebody's? And then he came to realize this was not our bill. Number two, today I saw the IMF, they were apologizing to Kenyans, telling Kenyans we are sorry because our product, which I told you, that this is not a Kenyan product, this is an IMF product. They have said our product has caused problem in this nation, has caused a lot of problem, and we want to apologize. We want to be very sorry for whatever that has happened. So now bring back Gen Z. And Ruto has connected Gen Z to Ford Foundation. Ford Foundation, IMF, and any other international foundations, they are one and the same. World Bank, Ford Foundation, USAID, United Nations, they are all one and the same. And now IMF have come to apologize. Ruto has said this Ford Foundation is the cause of the problem. The same Ford Foundation has been financing Rachel Ruto's activities and many other activities in the government. So at what time was the government so asleep that they didn't know Ford Foundation is financing something? Who slept on the job?
Good question.
Because I don't see how we have banks, all the money that was transferred to the NGOs, as they are saying, went through central bank, went through the systems of the Kenyan bank. Who slept on the job that they were not able to ask themselves, where is money going? Why are these young people given the money? What is the purpose of the money? Was the purpose of money given? Or did anybody come and say, this is the purpose of the money? Even the intelligence department, the department of the finance, the economical department that deals with the crime, economical crime, fraud, and all those things. Where were they not to have sensed? For the foundation is financing, for the foundation is planning something, such a thing that is of such magnitude. Then you come and say for the foundation financed. Whatever that you're seeing could have been financed, could have been pre-arranged, pre-organized 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Now, the question, the $1 million question. Ford Foundation is said to be financing. The question here is, the finance bill was a June thing.
Yes.
1 month thing. That is when they started saying finance bill, finance bill. All of a sudden, within the same month, we have millions of people, thousands of people in the street, all the counties, 47 counties on the street, saying reject the finance bill. And even the political organization planning, it is something planned beyond 2 or 3 months. Does it mean Ford Foundation is so quick with very powerful machinery that within weeks they were able to organize a nationwide outfit to reject the finance bill?
I don't think so, personally.
So who is fooling who?
So there's somebody who is not telling us the truth. There's
some people who are saying it. Because there is no way Ford Foundation, and I know Ford Foundation, I've worked through with them through Kenya Human Rights Commission, through Willy Mutunga, and through Kifudha Kibwana, and through Gibson Kamau Kuria, those days of Moi. And any money you propose or subject, it must take some time. Sometimes money from for foundations takes 1 year. There's no ready money. It takes 1 year. So this money that was just prompt, within a month it was there, within 2 months it was there. And for the nation, entire nation, where could you, what was happening, who slept on the job, and why was it that it was organized, yet the government was not able to know it? That question number 2. Another question, why did it take too long for the president to be told it is for the foundation when we have one of the best intelligence systems in the country? Could be something there. Number 3, question 3 now. Why was the president so in a hurry to disband his cabinet?
The Gen Z demanded.
Then why was the president in so hurry to reconstitute another cabinet with the same people he disbanded?
Yeah, that is a question people are asking.
So
why?
So what was the reason of disbanding?
We don't know.
What's the reason of putting the same people back?
We don't know.
What was the reason of interchanging Ndura with soy pan?
Yeah, I don't know. Another big question. People are asking.
Those are the questions that you need to understand and ask. Once you'll be able to understand those questions, you'll know what is happening in the country. I want us to deal specifically on that Ndura soy pan and the Ndura coming back to defense and why in such a hurry. Why wakina Kuria dropped? Why wakina others who are dropped akina Murukomen? Yet the greatest complaint people had was Kindiki Gedure and that Ndura, because Ndura, for the Ndura it's different, Kindiki Gedure is different. Kindiki Gedure is about the police brutality and all that sort of things. Why was the government, why was Ruto so in a hurry to reinstate? And also he made sure Kikuyus are in majority, not even their tribe.
Yes.
What is the carrot?
Something is fishy.
There's something very fishy. Something very fishy and very dangerous. Now the danger game has started. Now the real motive of the real these things.
It has started.
It has started. The other one was appetizer. Was a soup, mushroom soup. Now you're in the main course, main food.
Are you telling us maybe this thing was planned all along?
This something was planned all along. Kenya has the best intelligence system in the world.
Like they knew this was gonna happen.
It's such a big thing. Do you know what you do every day? They have a record for it. Yourself. What? Leave alone now, Gen Z. Yourself as Kamuhunjia. As long as you have something that is influencing, they know every day what you do, where you are, what you are doing. They have turned your phone to be a microphone. They are listening to you.
What?
Even when you go to a toilet, they will tell you, yesterday you went to this toilet. When you spoke to that girl, they know.
What?
When you spoke to that man, they know.
How?
So that's a system. That's why it's called intelligent system. Kenya is one of the best in the world. We are ranked fourth, third or fourth in the world. After Mossad, after FBI, after the English one, Kenya comes in. And all the Mossad, the FBI, the CIA, the MI16, they depend on Kenyan intelligence.
Wow.
Kenyan intelligence is able to sniff something that is happening in Australia. It is the quickest and they're quick to respond. So whatever is happening in this country, Kenya, they knew it. What the Gen Z, maybe it is the creation of them.
What?
Number three again, the reasoning, why was Ndura retained, Kindiki retained? These are two factors that made Kindiki to be retained. Kindiki because of political factor. No, also Ruto is trying to disorient the Kikuyu fraternity, but also maintain something that will divide the vote of the Kikuyus. And that is why they will bring Akina Joho
yes,
into the government. Joho must get one because of the Coast Province. Whatever kind of nominations that will be done from the ODM side, from the Azimio side, the ODM, it will have a political bearing. Joho from Coast, Bandi from Nyanza, and whoever that will come in must be a person that has a clout. But now that is political. That is Raila politics, Raila junior politics, whatever it is. Let's now focus on Ndura. Ndura factor is a bigger thing than what people think. The government, the Ruto regime, when they were campaigning, you know, I've been also telling you about the ABUJA declaration thing. There was a declaration by the Muslims to rule Africa. And this is the time that they want really to rule Africa. And Africa can only be ruled through Kenya. Once they conquer Kenya, the Muslims will catch and carry the forward. You see, in UK, they had already made sure they have raised a person who is Muslim to become the prime minister. Sunak, but he's no longer there. And so many things have happened. You have about 14 mayors in the UK who are all Muslims. If you go to Holland, there are people in leadership. You go to Netherlands, but again, it's, they have made sure the agenda is working. It's a global agenda they have. Now for the Ndura one, and the people in the government, the Somalis, you go down, they are not only Somalis, but if they are from one clan, Ogaden clan, they are all related. It's a family member. Hassan, the State House spokesman, Gabo, the former deputy police IG, Duale, the DCI guy, the NSIS guy, the one that is in integrity guy. All these people are from the Gabo community, the Ogaden community. They are all related, the family members.
Their family?
Yes. Keep that aside. You go to Somalia, the president of Somalia, the prime minister, the in charge of the government, all of them, they are Ogaden community. And they are all related, and they are related with these people on the other side. This Ogaden community, they are the one that holding the port of Kismayu and Hargeisa. They're the one controlling business in Somalia. The one controlling powers of Somalia. It is Ndura who negotiated for the current prime minister to be the prime minister in Somalia.
What? Ndura is a cousin to...
His brother is in Somalia as a top notch, one of top people in the government of Somalia.
And I also heard he has a cousin. I think he also won, I think... I'll have to find out, but I was told even his cousin is one of the most powerful person in Somalia. Yes,
the prime minister.
The prime minister.
Yes. I want you to see all the smuggling and if you go to Isli, there are so many things in Isli which are not through cabs. They are from Somalia. The people controlling the Somalia economy are the ones that finance Ruto campaign. Through Ndura.
That is why...
The same people, you remember the other day, the president of Somalia came to Isli to open a mall.
Yes.
You saw that?
Yes.
Not a single Kenyan politician, apart from Isli, a member of parliament. They are Somalia also. Who came, who accompanied the president of Somalia. The president of Kenya was not there. The governor of Nairobi was not there. Any other top politician or any other top government minister was not there. Ndura only with the MP there. Then that is the time they declared a Sharia law to say that it is illegal to do business along the roads. That's according to Muslim laws. And it was put forward there to the hawkers, who are not from this community. Now we go back to Somalia factor. The entire system of the government is controlled, financed, manipulated by the Ogaden community in Kenya. The same as in Somalia. So that is why they have had a strong positioning into the government to make everything works. Now here, what made Ruto to change to shift Duale from this to this, because he cannot be able to sack Duale. Duale is much more powerful than Ruto now.
He has to be in the government.
He has, and it is a must, not your decision. We have said.
Will they be going through vetting?
Even if you go through vetting, who will say no?
Nobody.
A phone call. Just a phone call. The vetting committee, majority, all of them are from you. They are voting, and whoever that refuses, just money, you get it. It will go through, but it will bring one of the largest crises in this country.
What crisis?
The agitation will be more and more because people will resist the ABUJA agenda. People at some time people will come and say no, ABUJA agenda has to come to an end. This has to be stopped. This has to be done this way. So why am I bringing this up on this this discussion? Is people to understand what is going behind the scene. Leave alone the demonstration, the nini. This could be a small screen. Ruto to be reorganizing his strategic systems of how to cling on power, because his agenda is to cling on power and to change. So
people are busy demonstrating.
People are busy demonstrating. They are busy planning the government. Like now, the ODM part of government, they will be put in the government. Once you put the cost back to the government, the Luo part into the government, the Somali into the government, and now we have Luya because Moses Wetangula is still the speaker, and Musalia is still, he was not touched. You see, now he has created a block for himself. Now what they are going to work very hard is to isolate the Kikuyus and to brand the Kikuyus as the enemy of this country. Then now we will go back to 42 against 1. That is what Ruto is doing behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
As you are busy doing, Akina Ishongwa will be thrown out, Akina Dindinyoro will be thrown out because they are no longer useful. And that is why he brought them to the forefront to be battered. Because now people are seeing Kemani Moro, Ishongwa, and the Dindinyoro as the people who are behind this failed thing.
Yes.
Now, a chorus will come, you misadvised the president. Now, there will be a change. There will be a change of who is the majority leader in parliament. There will be a change of who is the chairman of the finance committee. There will be changes will be made. That is why he has given back the ministerials so that he can take away parliament. Once you take away the parliament, you have controlled every system. Now again, they will come to the military. Military, all the deputies, one of the deputy, who is any deputy in the military, either in the police, in the army, in the NSS, the deputies are in charge of operations. It is not the IG. Like now when we had this guy, Kome. Yeah. The IG, according to the constitution and according to law, IG, he is positioned only to make policies, not to manage.
Just to
make policies, to suggest and make policies. The one in charge of the operations of the police is the deputy IG. Who was the deputy IG? Was Gabo.
Yes.
The same clan, Ogaden, the same cousin of Kirahau. That is the man who sent the police to come and brutally fight our children, brutally kill them, brutally all the people who were kidnapped. It is Gabo who did it. Did he resign? No. He was put into another position, placed in another position for the strategic moves. The Gikuyus, the Emeros, they were all told to resign. But the people behind that did whatever it was happening, they were all sidelined. They were all put somewhere. Those who were supposed to be removed, now they have been removed. On resignation, they resigned. Yes, are you seeing the picture? The deputy army commander is a cousin to Ndura. Any deputy is in charge of operation. Whoever that is in charge of operation is in charge of guns and in charge of soldiers. He is the one who dispatches. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So even if you are top there, you relay an information to your deputy to dispatch. He is the only one who will decide to where. Helicopters are needed in Kisumu. He will divert them to Garissa.
True.
Guns are needed in Bungoma. He will divert those guns to Maridari. He has the capacity. And he will tell you things are in control. So that is how strategic it is. That is how dangerous it is. What you are seeing, you have never seen. What is going to come is more serious.
And so I was going through my social media and I saw about Joho. He's from the ODM party, right?
Yes.
But the UDA government, have we ever seen maybe a government appointing the opposition?
Yes. That is a government of national unity. It should now be a government of national unity. It is no longer now a government of one party. It is a government of national unity. Kibaki did so.
Yeah.
Uhuru did so. It's a government of national unity. Now Joho is coming in, Bad is coming in as the party ODM to come and help party UDA to be stable. But now go back. Pentagon. Pentagon was who? Pentagon was Ruto, Joho, Musalia, Uhuru, Balala. The same team has come back.
All of them
has come back to the government. The Pentagon. So Uhuru is not in.
Uhuru,
but you never know who is negotiating behind Raila. You never know whether, because those are two brothers.
Raila and Uhuru.
Yeah, they are brothers. How would a brother abandon the other brother? Yeah. So this is very technical. Because if indeed truly it is what I'm saying it is true, then when they discovered they cannot be able to bring down Ruto, they decided to join Ruto from the other side. By putting pressure on him, then we bring our people inside. Because Joho is protecting the interest of their family business. Badi will be protecting the interest of Raila businesses. And also protecting, when Raila is being protected, Uhuru is protected.
Uhuru is protected.
So, some people in Ruto's government had an agenda to go and now start exposing and shaming people who have snatched money outside the country. Do you see that happening now? It won't happen. Because they have captured now the government. The state has been captured by the Somalis, the Ogaden community, by the Raila and his machineries, and also by business people who did not want changes, by having the Gen Zs on the road so that they can have a negotiation power. Because the Gen Zs have been running up and down saying reject, 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 but who is the beneficiary now? Raila is in the government.
Yes. And
number two, you saw the goons.
Yes.
They were pro-government. So, and previously they said goons have infiltrated into genuine GNCs. Now, do you confirm who is the owner of the goons? It is Ruto himself.
If you think about it.
Yes.
If you think about it.
It is Ruto who was behind the goons.
But he was saying that there are people who are...
They even said I'm one of them financing the goons,
really?
the Gen Zs. But now you can see how it has come. this is something that is well organized by some people from another position, and who has organized the whole thing. We think that it is a liberation thing, but we have just put ourselves into dark days of more era.
And now you see the Gen Z were talking about the finance bill, reject the finance bill. But even after
is Jomo Kenyatta Airport finance bill?
No, but they were saying it was leased.
To who?
To the Indians.
To the Indians. So
they don't want that.
It has been leased. It's Kenyatta family. That is not a property of Kenya. It's a property of the Kenyatta family. They bought it.
Really?
Yes. So if there's somebody who has leased it, it is not the government. It's the Kenyatta family.
But now the question,
through the bank NCBA, the Jomo Kenyatta was unable to pay bills. Then the bank took it. NCBA, you remember that story?
Yes, I remember.
Yes,
that time.
Even KQ. You remember that story? So who leased it?
But now the question people are asking is, you know, the Gen Z were talking about rejecting the finance bill, but now even after the bill was rejected, now they are saying Ruto must go.
Yes, because the conversation was until Ruto accepts the deal of Raila and the company, that is when Gen Z will stop. And that is, you remember the Eurobond days, when Raila was given money to the money he wanted, then the Eurobond became good.
Yes.
Gen Zs from today, Gen Zs will suppress.
Yeah.
Because Raila has achieved what he wanted. Who organized the Gen Zs? The Gen Zs, the planning of the Gen Zs was done there at Two Rivers, in a place at Two Rivers. Who are the blessing? The people who are present there, Uhuru was there, Raila was there, Kina Mother Karua were there, all those people were there. Now, the elders went and blessed these young boys, these lawyers, these medical people, the youth were blessed by our elders. Then from there, this thing erupted. From there, things started working. Now, they have achieved what they wanted. This Raila thing you're seeing that Joho has gone and Uhuru is like he doesn't want, it was about negotiation. For Ruto, we are going to stop this, we are going to do this, this is going to happen, but you have to do A, B, C, D. The government must be split into two. We must have one part, you take one part. Full stop. The Kikuyus are not going to be appointed in the national government from the national party. Uhuru is not going to put in his own people, but Ruto, you will announce my people from your side. Are you getting me? Yeah. You will announce my people from your side. But you, Raila, because of the country, you will announce your people from the ODM side. And now, Kina Esau Kioni, their story has gone.
What? But now as a country, because you know, people are talking ill of the president, and the president, of course, we saw he said enough is enough, and they are, you know, yesterday we saw during maandamano hawakuweza kufika at JKIA.
There is no way, even if they had the power, even if we had not said enough is enough. An airport, an international airport,
there is no way you can be able to.
It is an installation that is protected by the world. That is why it is given international status because of the security they have given. They have also people, international security personnel who are manning this. It's very secured, very secured. It is somewhere nobody can be able, nobody. Not unless it's a military coup, but civilian, that one, yes, they dared, they did, it was good, they achieved, that was a great achievement. In any case, in any way, that was the greatest achievement. But if you look at in the reality, it is impossible. It is very impossible. No one, even Haiti, the airport, It's not controlled by the gangs. It's still under the government. It was protected. There's places you completely protect. You don't allow gangs to come in. Because if the planes will be hijacked.
True.
So even in Somalia, Mogadishu, where there was no government, the airport was still guarded by the government that was existing, plus other military forces from outside. So it's very hard for people to say that they can be able to penetrate. If they were talking of the CBD, the parliament, it was possible. And parliament is when, because they were not prepared, that they were not anticipating it. That is why people got into parliament. Getting into parliament, getting to State House and the airport is an impossibility. It's a pipe dream. You cannot, not unless it is a military coup. Yes. And
is Ruto not afraid of, come 2027, people will reject?
No. What he's now doing is in campaign mode. He has selected his campaign team. The kind of cabinet he has put on is his campaign secretariat. When we have Kindiki in Meru, we have people from Murang'a, people from Nyeri, people from Kiambu, people from Nakuru, all the counties. He has put very strategic people. That's a campaign secretariat. He's very sure of winning.
But what about the 42 against 1?
Now it will be the work people, this secretariat, what will be doing. Secretary, we have another secretariat within this secretariat. There will be another secretariat. They will use Gachagua as a bait to demonize the one. So they will take Kikuyus, our Toshereki, Kikuyus are these, Kikuyu are selfish, they had planned to kill our president. They are the one who organized this demo, like the Farah was saying, all those manner of things. Now, they will keep the fire against a Mugekoyo. And they will make sure that there is no Mugekoyo rising up. So still we'll be able to rally behind any other candidate, but not a Gikuyu. So they will be able to sustain the pressure of making no other Kikuyu comes as a top contender that can be able to to disorganize their plan. Meanwhile, they will be organizing their plans. And that is what is happening.
So it is possible that in 2027, we will have no Kikuyu top leader in the government.
It might be, but there is this other thing I want you to know. God has a way of working his own way. And according to the prophetic messages that I've always given and people are giving, for this government, even if they try to bring sons together, even if they try to put a lot of cement and a lot of concrete together to support it, it will still go down. It is a one-term
government.
It could be a one-term. Possibility. Chances are that I'm about 60% chances it is a one-term. It won't go far. There will be something that is not good that is going to happen, and this will disorganize their plan. Yeah, because
something like a tragedy,
a very bad one, a very bad tragedy, which will also completely disorganize the plans that they have, and then God's plan will come up very quickly and very strongly.
Spiritually, where are we?
Spiritually, God has taken over the nation. And not but through the pastors, not through bishops, of course, but Kenya is being run by God. As we are talking, Kenya is not run by politicians. Kenya is headless. We don't have a spiritually, we don't have a president.
Spiritually,
yeah, it is like the days of David and the days of Saul. When David was anointed, the Spirit of God departed from Saul.
Yes,
already David has been anointed in this country. David is running. We have a David. He is running the nation in the spiritual realm, while Saul is running the nation in the physical. So what is happening now? The more and more conviction will get into Saul because he is empty. While David will be gaining, coming up. He's in the bush. He's still taking care of the cattle. But he's in the spiritual realm, he's controlling everything. At some point, Saul will be so sick that he will need somebody to come and do a song
for him,
for the demons that are in him to depart. That's the time now David will come up. And David, when he comes, he will kill the Goliath as a sign of God's presence. Yes.
Wow. We put a
it is not it won't take long. It won't take long. It might not even take long, more than 1 year from today. It is between, from now, we are in month of July,
yes,
to the month of April there. Just as you see, I told you when you are here about what will happen in America.
Yes.
And it's like you are saying, no, this cannot happen.
Yes.
Have you seen it happen?
I saw it with my own eyes.
After they tried to do something against Kenya, God did something against them.
Exactly.
As the king came here to do something against Kenya, God did something against them.
Yes.
Kenya is not a country you joke about. Kenya is not a country you dare put your legs inside. Kenya is not a country you dare make things the way you want. That is how now the Abuja thing, this week on, it will be so strong. One of the discussions in this country will about liberations. What is happening in Hargeisa, what is happening in Mogadishu, what is happening in Garissa, what is happening in Sli, what is happening in State House, what is happening in Ndura. Things will just come up. They will try to suppress people. They will try to come and suppress Akina Waruinge, Akina anybody. Don't speak, don't say this. They will threaten them with taking them to court. But that one will not stop anything. Because Kenya is a nation selected by God for the revival. And the revival was initiated not by pastors, but by the Gen Zs. All things work together for good. Now see, the fire is in Nigeria, the fire is in Uganda, the fire is in Gambia. That is what we call a revival. When the fire goes, and the fire will go to America. They will try to assassinate this gentleman, but they will not be able to assassinate him. They will be targeting him. They see they have targeted, but God removes this man. He's guarded by angels, because Trump is a godly vessel. That is why his name is Trump, the trumpet. His role is to come and blow the trumpet about Jesus. When the gun came, after he came back, he said he talked more of God. He's now speaking more of God than of politics. Because America had been carried away by the demonic forces, by one world order led by Obama, our own, and they have been advocating. That is why they called Ruto there, because they wanted the seed of Kenya to help the seed of America, because the seed of Kenya is where Obama has come, and the seed of Kenya is where God is using as a point of contact to the revival. So they wanted to catch the seed of Kenya so that they can be able to suppress it, so that their seed can grow. So what happening? The Trump now he's speaking more of God. So he will be used to blow the trumpet to destroy anything that these people were doing against Kenya. You see now, people like the great people who are supporting One World, people who are behind Biden to preach and make sure the devil worshipping, LGBTQ, and One World Order is put in place, they will start running away from Kamala Harris. They will go to Trump. The first person who will do it against Trump, against Kamala Harris, who was forbidden, it is Elon Musk. Elon Musk and the group are the ones that are behind the chips.
Yes.
So because they know it is imminent, Trump will win it, they will go the other side of Trump to support Trump, so that they will manipulate him to that he will be able to advance the agenda. Are you getting their agenda? But he will refuse. Then that is the time they will bring him down. They will bring him down when he is a president. Then that is the time there will be civil war in America. After that, there will be a huge civil war. America will disintegrate. Yes. America will just disintegrate for God to rebuild it again. Are you seeing me?
Yes, yes.
Everything, like Kenya, has to disintegrate for you to become great again. You have to die. A seed, for it to germinate, to become great, it has to die.
Very true.
So these seeds must go dying so that we can produce the best seed for God. The gospel of Jesus is going to be preached. The gospel of Jesus will be preached in China, in India, in all over the world, because of the powerful impact that God is bringing. Earthquakes will be there. Kenya, you're going to experience quite a number of assassinations. In America, the same. And in any parts of the world, we'll be having quite a number of assassinations. And these assassinations will be there so that to contain what they have planned, they are put in plan. But at the end of the day, God will prevail. The same thing in Kenya, God will prevail. So many things, so many institutions, some will not work, others will work. Some people will not work, others will work. There will be a renewing, and new systems are coming up. They are not man motivated, they are godly done. It's God who is destroying. Let me use an example of a supermarket. The supermarkets which are managed, led demonically, they will go down, and God will raise new supermarkets that are of God. I just used an example. Yeah. So what I'm meaning, even churches, the churches which are not godly will be suppressed, will go. Meanwhile, churches that are godly will be lifted up by God, because this is a time God is manifesting. This is a time of manifestation. Right now, from this month of July going forward, is a God's manifestation period. Yeah. The power of God will be witnessed. The young people will come back to Jesus. The Muslims will be baptized. The Indians will be baptized. The Chinese will be baptized. People will come back to God. The people who never believed in God will now start believing in God, because whatever they are going to see, and the Kenya will have cost people. Like now everybody's talking about Kenya. If IMF has apologized, the World Bank will apologize. The people in the community, the Ford Foundation, the guy from Ford Foundation has said he is going to step down. So it is because of the pressure of the presence of God. When the presence of God now takes supreme, it means that nothing will work against Kenya, but will work for Kenya.
Wow. Amen. Amen. We put a comma?
Yes, if you so wish.
Okay, we can put a comma, but of course we'll continue next time, next week, but of course you can give us your number. My number is 0722 239 555. 0722 239 555. I have a YouTube page. Is it good? Yeah.
I have a two YouTube pages. One is ndurawaruinge YouTube page. Mostly I speak Kikuyu there. And for those who went to school like me, we have Bethel Clouds TV. Bethel Clouds TV. That's for the church, for my preachings. I'm based at Coffee Plaza, right opposite is a coach stage near railway station. That is where we are based. You can come, that's my number. You can come, call me. If you want a one-on-one talk, you can call me. We have a deliverance service every Wednesday, and the main services are done on Sundays. You are very much welcome. God bless you.
Amen, amen. God bless you too for also enlightening us and sharing that knowledge with us. We appreciate you, and may God also bless you.
Amen.
Amen. Even you, our viewers, wherever you're watching us, thank you for always supporting this channel. May God bless you. Till next time. Bye-bye.